Leader, last week I spoke about the ridiculous report of the UN Committee on Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, and how it wants us to rerun our care referendum on mothers in the home. That committee was not satisfied with the overwhelming rejection by the Irish people of tired modernist thinking and thinks we should try again. But now I want to draw attention to that same committee's commentary on abortion in the Republic of Ireland. The advice it provided predating by days the release by the Department of Health of the annual abortion figures for Ireland, which seem to have been smuggled out on the last Friday evening in July before the Oireachtas closes for business very shortly. The figures are appalling and distressing. And if I were in any of the parties of government of recent years, I would be ashamed and I would feel inclined to bring those figures out under the cover of darkness. Because in 2024, there were 10,852 abortions in Ireland. So much for the Fine Gael safe, legal and rare mantra, which has led us to where we are now. Is this really what people wanted or expected when they voted to remove protection from unborn children some years ago? I remember well when Irish media would not carry any advertisement that had the claim that the pro-life clause in our Constitution saved over 100,000 lives in over 30 years. Misinformation, they said. Well, we're now a mere 6 years on, and now we know, because the abortion death toll has reached over 55,000 lives lost. Think of the children who would now be alive if we hadn't taken that step in 2018. But CEDAW prefers to lecture us on what they call persistent barriers to local, timely, equitable and accessible services. Imagine talking about barriers to services when you have 1 in 6 children now being aborted annually. Can there ever be enough abortions for the UN? But the Irish government doesn't stop at letting the CEDAW committee tell us what we should do. The Irish representative on CEDAW has called on Costa Rica and the Dominican Republic to decriminalise abortion. And we have pressurised El Salvador and Malta to broaden abortion access as well. Not only do we abandon our own children, but we seek to influence other countries to abort theirs. It is a truly shameful situation that, having embraced death and destruction itself, our government seems to want to drag others into the darkness on this. And to further ensure the pace of killing, in very recent years through the Irish Aid Programme, millions of Irish taxpayers' money has been provided to the internationally discredited abortion provider Planned Parenthood. So 55,000 children have now died since we passed our laws a mere 6 years ago. Almost the population of Waterford has been disappeared. It is a tragic and shameful situation. It is an affront to any decent person of conscience. And we have to say enough is enough. When we will be big enough to have a debate in our society about whether we made a mistake with this legislation? When will we face up to the reality that this appalling abuse of human rights must be revisited?